What's up, y'all? It's Eden. Welcome back to Eden Well. Get ready for the crunchiest video of your life. Maybe your day. But this video is going to be diving into a personal journey that I've been on the last probably only a month. Seems like longer. But I am on a journey to going as chemical free as possible. So I know in the past I've gone on rants about kind of making fun of crunchy moms or whatever, but hear me out. I have been doing a lot of research, and since being off Instagram the last few weeks, I've had more time to just research and like read and just kind of analyze a lot of things in my life. And if anyone knows me well enough, or if you've known me for any amount of time, you probably know that I have gone on quite a health journey the last 5-6 years of my life, trying to figure out how to optimize my health, how to feel better, trying to find diagnosis, and have been very unsuccessful. You know, I have a few things that I've kind of been told by naturopaths, but long story short, I have been taking my health into my own hands. I have decided to eliminate as many chemicals in my life as possible. So this video is gonna kind of be reasons why behind choosing to go as chemical free as possible, explaining what oxidative stress is and how chemicals can affect the body and hormones, and kind of a show and tell. I'm going to show you all the products that I've switched over to and the different things that I have decided to use instead of chemicals. Actually, before we get into it, I do want to make a little disclaimer. As always, I am not a doctor. I don't have a degree in any of this stuff. This is just simply my own research. This is advice I've gotten from my own naturopathic doctor, advice that I've gotten from friends who have gone through similar issues that I have. This is Eden spewing her information that she has learned on her own. So, you know, things like deodorant and soaps, whatever, take my advice, but I'm gonna be kind of explaining some, I think there's like 1 or 2 like detox kind of things. Please consult a doctor, please consult a naturopath, a chiropractor, whatever, before you decide to do anything that is detoxifying to your body, because it could not be for you. So please consult someone before you try maybe any of this. Thanks. So to begin, the reasons why I have chosen to go as chemical free as possible. Obviously, like I said, I've gone through a lot of health issues the last few years of my life. And when I say health issues, it's nothing detrimental, it's nothing extreme, but they are very confusing symptoms that pop up every once in a while, things that just make me feel like I'm not living, I always go back to the word optimally. I'm not living my optimal life. Things like heart palpitations, extreme fatigue. I'm now experiencing some, at least the last few months, some joint pain. My muscles aren't recovering as easily, even though I sleep 9 to 10 hours a night, even though I obviously eat very healthy and I work out. Things like weird digestion, like I have to really watch what I eat, aid my digestion very carefully. I experience brain fog, and just all of these symptoms that medical doctors know crap about. But I have gone to naturopath doctors who have told me I have adrenal fatigue, that I'm really stressed, I need to blah, blah, blah. But I've never had an official, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the course you need to take. You know, I've had doctors give me supplements, and I think that those have helped a lot. And I'm on some new supplements now with my naturopath doctor that I think are really, really helping. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm still not living optimally, and I'm on a journey to figure out how to just optimize my life, how to feel the best I can feel, and live really the way that God intended us to live. Chemical free, living off the land. Now I know I've made fun of crunchy people, and I have some friends that call themselves, I have one friend that calls herself soggy granola instead of like crunchy granola, and I have one friend that calls herself scrunchy, so like soft crunchy. So I would put myself in that category, that, you know, I'm the kind of girl that wants to have all natural cleaning supplies, all natural, you know, hair care and skincare products, but I drink Diet Coke once in a while, and I understand not being able to have access to all organic food all the time, and I'll go into that later too. But in my research, I have found this term called oxidative stress. And in the past, I've been told that I'm really stressed out, I need to calm down, I have adrenal fatigue, but you know, what frustrated me the most was I look at my life and I love my life, right? Like I love my husband, I love my house, I love where I live, I have great parents, I have very little trauma in my life, I am healthy. I mean, I just like, there's nothing to, I have a great job, great coworkers, great friend. Like, I have nothing to complain about. And so for me to experience these weird, confusing symptoms and to not be like, you know I overthink maybe sometimes or whatever, but my life is good, is the bottom line. My life is really good. And so there's gotta be another reason why I don't feel the best all the time. So in my research, I came up with this, I saw this term oxidative stress, and so I started researching it more, diving into it. Oxidative stress is an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in the body, which can lead to cell and tissue damage. Oxidative stress occurs naturally and plays a role in the aging process. So basically what that is saying is there are environmental toxins, there's chemicals in your products, there's pesticides and chemicals on your food, stuff in the air, you know, medication, birth control, these things that are not supposed to be in our body, or things that our body is supposed to fight against, which it's built to fight against. But there's an imbalance of the good in the body fighting against the chemicals. So antioxidants are, there's a lot of different antioxidants, but mostly found in your food. So the one that comes to mind is blueberries. Blueberries have a lot of antioxidants. And if there's an imbalance in the chemicals that are coming into your body or being soaked into your body or sprayed into your body from the things that we use or our environment around us, and the toxin to antioxidant ratio is not leveled out, and our antioxidants aren't pushing the toxins out, that's where that imbalance comes into play. So what happens is your really, really healthy cells that are obviously floating all inside your body, they help with hormones, your organs, your skin. I mean, cells are literally in every part of your body, right? They make up our body. If any of those cells get damaged, they will die off because of the imbalance of chemical to antioxidant ratio. So what this does is your cells die off. And so where those cells are in your body, you'll start to feel symptoms according to where the cells are dying. So I am reading this book called The Stress Remedy. Oh my gosh, I highly suggest it. It is amazing. I am so pumped to continue reading it and finish it because it is exactly what I need to read. Basically, your endocrine system, your digestion, your immunity, and your neurotransmitter systems are all majorly affected by the oxidative stress that is in our world that affects the cells. This can be any kind of stress. It can be the toxins in the air. It can be a traumatic event. It can be pregnancy itself. You know, it can be stressful on the body. It doesn't matter really what the stress is. Your body doesn't understand the difference between, oh my gosh, I'm doing homework and I'm really stressed, or a tiger's chasing me. So your body just naturally responds to any of the stress in your environment or internally. And when it can't keep up with the amount of stress, you start to experience those symptoms that can be very, very confusing and very, very annoying because they don't really coincide with each other, and doctors do not look at the overall picture. You know, medical doctors, they're gonna look at, oh, this one thing, it could be just this, you know, this is causing this and take this medication and that's it. And that's not the case. Overall stress in the body, you need the bigger picture. You need the lifestyle, you need the food, you need the digestion, you need the immunity, the neurotransmitters. You need to look at the whole thing to see the root cause. And it could be multiple root causes. It could be that you don't eat meals consistently throughout the day, so your carbohydrate metabolism is off balance. It could be that you are using, you know, a lotion that has parabens in it, that those parabens are carcinogens and they get into your system and can cause cancer, and they could cause, obviously, like I said, more oxidative stress on the body. So all of these things can accumulate and cause the body major harm. And so, I mean, I've gone into prayer and I've thought a lot about all of this stuff, and I think that just moving away from home was a very stressful and traumatic event that I never really coped with, and I think that's why I got sick initially. When you get sick initially and your heart is skipping and you're extremely tired, then you put caffeine on top of that and you put sugar, refined sugar on top of that to do pick-me-ups throughout the day, and then that causes even more stress, and then your digestion gets off balance, and then it affects your neurotransmitters because your gut is, you have leaky gut and the lining of your stomach is deteriorated. It's just like, it's just this big cycle. And if we just look at one thing, we're not gonna get the full picture. So that is oxidative stress in a very brief description. So again, I'm not a doctor, so please do not think that I am like know-it-all. I don't know everything, and I just want to share what I think has helped me a ton to feel better, to feel the most optimal, to take matters and take my health into my own hands, because doctors have just failed to do that. And you know, people think I'm crazy, people think that I'm whatever, turning into a hippie, but I'm okay with that because I'm starting to actually feel better, and if I can help someone feel better, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the show and tell part. So I'm gonna go over different products that I have switched over, different detoxes that I've done, and different recipes that I found on Pinterest. Now I'm gonna try my best to link all of these things below. A lot of stuff I found on Pinterest, some stuff I had from friends' advice, and some stuff that they sent me, so I don't know if I have everything, but I'm just gonna kind of show you some products that I've switched over to, and maybe you can try them too. And before we get into it, I do wanna say this process is long. Like, when you think about all of the skincare products you use, whether it's makeup or face washes, moisturizers, you know, things in the shower, so body wash, shampoos, soaps, and then you think into all of your cleaning supplies. I mean, this process can take a long time. So something I had to tell myself, and I feel like I've done a lot in the last few weeks, but something I have to keep telling myself is this is going to take time, so don't rush it. And it's okay that you still use things that have chemicals in it, you know, as long as you're doing your, like, as long as you do your best. I think that's kind of the message, is you're doing your best to treat the body that God gave you the best possible. And so it's okay that it takes a long time. So I have like all of my, I have like a table full of like all the stuff over here. So I'm just gonna start with, the first thing I started with was shampoo. I've never really reacted to shampoos, but it was kind of just the first easiest thing that came to mind. I'm like, okay, let's just start with shampoo, I guess. So these I found on Amazon. They are, the brand is Tree to Tub, Nature's Gentle Gift, but this is soap berry for hair, and then argan oil is the conditioner. So most hair care and facial products are going, you wanna look for like allergy-free. Tea tree is a really, really good scent, and it has a lot of good like nutrients in it for your hair, but like silicone, sulfates, parabens, and gluten and perfume are kind of the main ones, and I'll show it on the side there too. Those are the main ingredients that you want to avoid. So when I looked up on Amazon, I was like, okay, allergy-free, sulfate, paraben-free, whatever, and these popped up. I have enjoyed these. I love the smell. I love tea tree, and these ones actually are like peppermint. So they have like a very, I love peppermint. I'm even diffusing it right now. I love peppermint. So these smell really good. They make my hair and my scalp feel really fresh, because peppermint just kind of like wakes your skin up and it makes you feel really good. So I will say that I feel like the more natural you get with shampoo, the less it lasts, so that kind of sucks. I feel like my hair isn't as fluffy, like it kind of is more, it's more natural, you know what I mean? So, but I think that's kind of just part of it. Some natural stuff, you just gotta suck it up, you know what I mean? So, but I really enjoy these. They smell super good. My hair will last, you know, maybe 2-3 days pretty well with this, but I work out a lot too, so there's that. But I will say, while I'm talking about shampoo, there are a few things that I really don't want to give up when it comes to hair. Hairspray and dry shampoo. Now I know I can use baby powder for dry shampoo, but it's really messy. So those are two products I'm like kind of hanging on to the last minute, and I'm like, okay, do I want to give those up? But that's why I've been okay, because even though these don't last as long for like hair, I have been using dry shampoo, so. But you know, we'll just bless it. I just pray over it first, and then we're fine, all right? Okay, the next thing that I did was deodorant. And I have a friend who I was talking to at my church who switched over a while back, and she was saying that you want to, and I also read online, that before you switch from chemical packed deodorant to natural deodorant, you want to detox your armpits first. This is gonna get weird, and that's okay. So the reason why you wanna do that is because chemical-filled deodorant clogs your pores. So what it does is it stops the toxins from coming out of the armpit, so it purposefully clogs the pores. And so what you want to do is detoxify the armpit so it pulls out those toxins so that your body can do what it's supposed to do to release toxins and release stench from the body is really what it's supposed to do. So before you switch, the first thing you want to do is detox, okay? Listen, it's gonna be okay. Take a deep breath. You're gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be good, okay? I promise. Listen, I'm already not a very stinky person, but if, you know, I work out a lot, and if I were to not put deodorant on and then work out, I would be kind of smelly. Listen, after doing this detox, I have not smelled. Even if I forgot to put deodorant on, which is rare, but on days that I have not smelled, okay? So listen, you're gonna go buy this Health and Beauty Aztec Secret clay. So it's Indian healing clay, and I'm sure this has been around for a while, even I've seen it before, but it literally is just, it's pretty messy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just powder. Can you see it flying up? So what you're gonna do is do 1-to-1 ratio of Aztec clay and apple cider vinegar. Listen, you're gonna mix it in a bowl, and you're just gonna lather that stuff on those babies, and you're gonna leave it on for 15 minutes. And then what I've done, so I do it like once a week, and what I've done is I've gotten into like an Epsom salt bath, which is also really, really good for you, detoxifying, and really good for your muscles if you work out. I'll just get in the bath and I'll soak for 15 minutes, and then I'll just like wash it off in the bath, and then you don't have to like wash it off in the sink. I'm not kidding, I have not smelled. Okay, you need to buy these things, you need to do this because, wow. So then after you detoxify, you need to look up natural paraben-free, aluminum-free deodorant. So I used to use like the gel Secret. I hate sticks. I have used the gel for years now, and I love this stuff. This is a stick, and I love this stuff. So a lot of people, I've actually heard that some people react to maybe the magnesium in this one. Now, magnesium's like a natural thing, but some people just react differently to stuff. So this is native deodorant. A lot of people just rave about this deodorant, and I'm not kidding, it works, okay? I'm not smelly. It's amazing. I hardly notice it. This is coconut and vanilla. Again, I just ordered this on Amazon. Yeah, paraben-free, aluminum-free. Those are the two, paraben and aluminum. For deodorant, you wanna look for those, especially aluminum. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Go buy this because it's amazing. Test it on your skin first, maybe. Like a lot of these products, you wanna like kind of test on your skin just to make sure you don't. Some people have like rashed from this brand, but there are other brands of deodorant that will be good. So this is one I highly suggest. I love it. I didn't react to it, so maybe you can try it too. Okay, next, this is kind of just natural soap instead of like, you know, Dove or whatever kind of like soap you buy at the store. This, I just looked up like natural soap, so this is Bodily soap. It looks like kind of like homemade soaps that they literally only have palm oil, coconut oil, water, alkali, coconut fragrance oil, and dried coconut. It's just pretty, well, that one's coconut, so it's pretty much all coconut. But there's like vanilla, and then we have lemongrass, and so this is just like a natural soap that I found on Amazon too that you can buy as well. Let's go to, so this is kind of getting into the different like recipes that I made. So this is kind of getting into essential oils. Some people don't believe in essential oils, and if you don't, you can stop watching this video because I love essential oils. I believe that they work. I believe that they are not snake oil, and I believe that they heal. And so anyways, there are a few different recipes and things that you can make on your own. So one of them is body spray. So I make my own body spray now. I love the smell of lavender. I love smelling like lavender. Oh my Lord. So good. So when you make most things that are for like your skin, like their sprays, the thing you're gonna want to add is witch hazel. I didn't know about witch hazel before I moved here, but witch hazel is like a facial toner, but it helps the essential oils like stick to your skin. So I actually use it as a facial toner, and it's like part of one of the ingredients for sprays like this. So you, a lot of times you use distilled water, witch hazel, and then whatever essential oil you want to put in that bottle. So this is my body spray. It's those three ingredients: distilled water, witch hazel, and lavender. So I carry this around with me wherever I go. Next are kind of like bug sprays. So I have tick repellent, which has like eucalyptus, witch hazel, and distilled water. I believe there's lemongrass in this too, lemongrass essential oil. Yes, definitely. Lemongrass and eucalyptus. So I use this when I do lawn work because we've had ticks in the past in our yard, unfortunately. So I spray this on before I do yard work. The last few weeks, I've heard a lot about brown recluse spiders that are well known and very prominent in the South, and so it kind of freaked me out. So they do not like the smell of peppermint. So this is distilled water, vinegar, and peppermint. And I spray this just like around our bedroom along the lines of like our carpet because they really like carpet in like dry, kind of warm places. So I'll spray it in our closet, like around our clothes too. I love peppermint, so it makes the room smell super, super good. I bought these bottles on Amazon. They come with these stickers and the little marker to like write what is in the bottle too. Next is bug spray. This was like the first recipe that my friend told me about. She had her own bug spray. This is what kind of kicked off the whole chemical-free journey. But this bug spray, again, there are very similar recipes, but off the top of my head, again, I think distilled water, not vinegar because you don't want that on your body, but witch hazel, and then there's a essential oil called Shield Me. Yeah, Shield Me, and it just helps with retracting bugs or keeping bugs off of you. So this is an all-natural, obviously the label got messed up, but this is all-natural bug spray. Again, I'll try to link everything below, but it's a lot, so sorry. While we're on the essential oil game, I made my own general cleaner. Now, honestly, I think this is the same exact recipe as I called it Spidey-be-Gone, the brown recluse spray. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact stuff. This is white vinegar and peppermint and water. And man, again, I don't mind the smell of vinegar. It really doesn't bother me that much. You kind of smell a little bit of vinegar, but I use this in my kitchen, on my counters, my stove. I use it to clean my sink. I use it to wipe down handles. I mean, it's just like white vinegar is gonna disinfect just like any other cleaner. So it is a natural cleaner that's just gonna do its job. And with the peppermint, whew, it smells so good. Sometimes my kitchen isn't even dirty and I just spray it so I can smell it. Okay, so next is this little combo I bought just a few days ago. Well, I had this oil, but this cream, I went to like a health store down the road. This is a pain relief, muscle pain and stiffness swelling from injuries and bruises cream, homeopathic medicine, ideal for massage. It's unscented, it's paraben free, so it's just an unscented, pain relieving lotion. And then I pair it with a deep muscle relief essential oil. Wintergreen and chamomile, I believe, are the two main scents that come out. Whew, smells so freaking good. So I pretty much swear by these now because the last 6 months my shoulders have not really recovered very well. I've had pretty stiff muscles and some pain in my shoulders. You know, I was doing lateral raises the other day and I was like, something's not feeling right. So talked to my mom. I'm gonna take a break from shoulders for a while, but decided to get some of this stuff to help with it. And I swear, like, my flexibility, my range of motion, like the tension is like 50% less already just in the last few days. So highly recommend. All right, so the next thing is Dr. Bronner's, I think it's pronounced Castille Soap. These have been around for years. Anything that has like a very 70s or like, maybe not 70s, but like old-fashioned label, you're pretty much guaranteed that it's gonna be a really healthy, good product. If it's been around for a long time and they're still selling it, it's gonna be a good deal. So they're a family-owned business and they just have a lot of different scents, but they're all natural soaps. So this one's peppermint, this one's just like a general cleaner, and then I have one that's like, it's called baby soap, so it's unscented and it's like safe for children. But these, whew, they're so good. You can use them for so many different things. You can use this as like a facial, a face wash, which I forgot to mention, the Aztec clay is actually meant for face masks, so you can use it on your face as well. Backtracking. So these can be used for your face. I use these as body wash. So in the shower, I just use these to wash my body. So these smell really good. They're toxin free. Really, really good for you. And then you can get just like general soaps too that just are like for cleaner. All right, so kind of getting into like facial stuff. As you can see, I'm not wearing any, I just have mascara on, but I'm not wearing any makeup. So I talked to my naturopath and I asked her about this and she said that if you look at the ingredients on your makeup and things that you use on your face. A lot of ingredients a lot of makeup products have talc, T-A-L-C, and that is a carcinogen and is very dangerous. And I looked at most of my makeup and pretty much all of them had talc in them. So I was like, that's great. So I have still yet to find makeup. I'm trying to, today I'm not wearing any because I'm home hanging out. If I go out, I do still put some on, but after this tube is done, because I don't want to waste money, I'm gonna do my best to research and try to find some natural chemical-free makeup. Because a lot of that junk has, it's just really, really bad for you. But this is a natural moisturizer that I found at that shop I went to. So this one has virgin olive oil and then natural ingredients. Apparently, this is an all-natural oil. But you can make a lot of your own like moisturizers and oils with literally like it says, like essential oils and like olive oil and stuff. But this stuff smells really good and I've noticed a lot of just clarity on my skin, so I really like this stuff. All right, next, now this is the one that I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna tell you to talk to someone like a doctor or a naturopath before you do it, okay? Now I'm gonna address the castor oil first. So castor oil, just pretty much oil, but it's natural and it's really good for you. So you can use it in your scalp and leave it overnight. You can put it on your whole body. It's very thick, very, very thick. You can put it on your eyelashes once a week and leave it overnight and it helps them grow. You can use it as like lip moisturizer, wear it as oil on your feet and wear like socks at night, and so it like heals cracks and stuff. Man, it's just like, you can make like a moisturizing hair mask. You can use it as a foot soak with other like essential oils and that. So castor oil is just natural, like you could use it instead of like chemical filled lotions basically. Now this is DMSO. This was recently not prescribed but suggested to me to mix these two and put a few drops of DMSO on my tummy, especially on the right side, to detox your liver. I think it worked, especially when I ovulate. I get kind of constipated, sorry TMI, and I didn't experience that this cycle, so I think that this helped. Again, please consult a doctor before you do this, because this is getting into like detoxy stuff and I do not want to be responsible for anything that happens to you that's not good. So, but the combination of these two, the castor oil helps soak in the DMSO, and can be apparently a detoxifying agent for your liver. Please ask someone before you do it. Next, okay, this one, I'm not gonna lie, wasn't my favorite, but I'm gonna keep doing it because I know it's good for me. Toothpaste. Oh, you guys, just imagine like mixing baking soda in water and then putting like a little bit of peppermint oil in it, and like that's what it tastes like. It's pretty bitter. It doesn't taste sweet. It's not yummy like normal toothpaste, but I feel like it's probably good that it doesn't taste yummy, you know what I mean? So this brand, again, I found at that like health store down the road. This is Desert Essence brand Tea Tree Oil Ultra Care toothpaste. Mega Mint is the flavor. So with baking soda, essential oil, and mint. But it's fluoride-free, gluten-free, SLS-free. So yeah, it's pretty much just an all-natural toothpaste. It doesn't taste very good, not gonna lie. It's not my favorite. I feel really, really good. And look at my teeth. At least I feel like they're pretty white. Baking soda is supposed to help whiten your teeth, so I mean, if you use a toothpaste, that's not gonna destroy your mouth and it whitens your teeth. I mean, like, you can sacrifice a little yummy taste, right? All right, and I think last but not least, I still have yet to actually make this recipe, but I found a recipe on Pinterest for all natural laundry detergent. Now this is laundry soap, but there's like laundry baking soda. There's like a recipe for like actual laundry soap. So it's this. I'm waiting. The only reason why I haven't done it yet is because I'm waiting for the Thieves house cleaner, because you need like 2 tablespoons of that. But it's like boiling baking soda and distilled water, and then putting this and the house cleaner in it and something else. So it's like this whole thing. And then I bought like one of those water jugs that you kind of like spew out. So you put the soap in like a jar like that. So I still yet to make that recipe because I'm waiting for that house cleaner, but this is at least the laundry soap. So Thieves laundry soap and Thieves house cleaner are all natural cleaners. This is the Young Living brand. Again, I just bought it off Amazon. These are kind of expensive. This was like $30 and then the cleaner was like $40. So, but the thing, and to kind of wrap up this video, because this is going to be a very long video, but to kind of wrap it up, a few things. So it is expensive up front, right? You're paying for essential oils, which aren't cheap. You're paying for like really nice, all natural cleaner. You're buying like whatever, you know, you're switching over a lot of products. So there's a lot of money involved up front. But something that my friends and I were kind of talking about the other day was, yeah, you're paying a lot of money up front, but you're saving yourself a lot of money in future doctor's appointments and medications. I mean, just think of like how expensive insulin is, or medications and just stuff like that, that you're saving money by taking care of your body now instead of dealing with horrible symptoms and ailments and diseases, unfortunately, later on in life. We are living in a world where chemicals are everywhere. So to kind of balance it out, basically, I look at it as I want to do my best to take care of my body. And if I can control whatever I can, I'm going to. I'm going to control what goes in and out of my body. I'm going to try to take care of myself as naturally and healthily as possible. But yeah, on the other hand, we live in a world that's full of chemicals, and you can't just pick and choose what is in the air that day. Like the last few days in Nashville, we've had horrible air quality and my lungs have been really agitated. I can't control that. Like, I can't just sit around and pout about it and, you know, worry about it. So you have to, it's all about a balance, right? You have to be able, okay, I can control what I can, and I'm gonna do what I can to, you know, treat my body well, but I'm also gonna ask the Lord for peace and for protection over my body, over the things that I can't control. You know, like I work at a gym and we clean all the time. We're using all general cleaning products. You know, I can't tell my boss, hey, I'm chemical free. You need to change everything. Like, I can't do that. And I'm not gonna do that. And so I have to just accept that in my house, I can control what I can. When I'm out in the world, I gotta just live with it, and I gotta be okay with it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna shelter myself. That doesn't mean I'm gonna hide myself from the world. It just means that, like, that's that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't control it all. So if any of this helped you, I'm so glad. I would love to chat. Again, I am no expert. Sometimes I don't know, most of the time, I do not know what I'm doing. I just know that I'm taking steps to treat my body as best as I can, to replace chemical-filled things with natural supplements, natural cleaning supplies and products. I'm just doing my best to live the best I can. If I can help you on that journey, I am blessed and glad to do that. I'm still learning, I'm still growing. There's still things that I want to switch out. There's still things that I'm, you know, thinking and praying about. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy with the progress I've made, and I do feel better. I do feel like my mind is clearer. I do feel like the bad days are less often, and that's really exciting, and I'm really glad. So if any of this helped you, let me know, and let me know if you have different natural things that you've tried. Please let me know in the comments so that I can try them. Yeah, thanks for watching, and happy chemical freeing to you all. We'll see you next time. So real quick, as I was about to start editing this video, I realized that number one, I forgot to mention Diatomaceous Earth. Diatomaceous Earth is another very natural product that is extremely versatile. So it's actually used at a lot of farming, or in a lot of farming. A lot of people use it for like their horses, that kind of stuff. I use it to kill off ticks, so I spread it around my yard. But it's also a food grade. And so every morning I do like 1 or 2 teaspoons or a tablespoon, I think it's teaspoons, 1 or 2 teaspoons of it in my like reds and greens in the morning. And it's supposed to help lower cholesterol, lower blood sugar, helps aid in digestion. So great product. Another thing that I forgot to mention, I don't have them yet, but I just ordered wood toothbrushes because plastics have a lot of chemicals in them, and so I'm trying to avoid drinking out of plastic bottles, as well as avoiding using plastic toothbrushes. So I'm going to start trying to use wood toothbrushes. That is for real all. There's probably other stuff that I forgot to mention, and obviously because I'm always going to be evolving and learning new things, there will be more products down the road. So anyways, that's officially it. Okay, bye.